For those of you that follow my blog or even know me in real life, you will know that me and the husband, Simon, aka Bicky on the blog, the last 5 years have been doing, well, the last 3 years have been doing what we call like a small bucket list. So like where basically we want to see every county in Ireland at least once. Which mightn't seem like really a big thing, but obviously when you have mobility issues and pain with issues, like issues with pain and fatigue, it's a massive deal. So we do it usually like 1 or 2 nights at a time. You probably already know that we're away at the moment. We've left today, and I let the husband organise everything. So I didn't know, he's been planning the last while, I didn't know where we're going. Got into the car this morning. And I opened my first envelope there, which is adorable. So I'll have like a little envelope to open each day to see where we're going and what activities we're doing. I will do like little YouTube videos when I get back, like the way I've done for other places, to kind of see how accessible different things that we go to. I'm really excited. So we're going to be in Wicklow for a couple of days anyway, so yay! Which looks really steep if you were with a chair on your own. I'm not sure how well you'd do. I'm not sure how well I would do in the rollator by myself. So we'll have a look. Huh? I think your house like. So we made it down to the water at least, and there's a little path here which looks a lot flatter and simpler, but I don't know where that links up to, because the way we came is not accessible at all. Maybe there's better paths that are really well hidden, but they should probably signpost them. If you're in a wheelchair, you have no chance so far from what I've seen, but I'll go around and see maybe if there is a better path. We're kind of going in a circle, I think, so maybe if you come from the opposite way, it's not as steep. Oh, so you go down those steps?
6 steps. And then
right, so that's, right, okay. So the nice path is for the non-disabled people. That's nice, that's nice. I'm glad they thought of everything. This is pretty though. We're just going straight around here, is it? Bringing a look. Yeah, but I don't know how accessible that is because there's no signs anywhere. Whereas this looks a lot smoother. I'm sure it's just as steep as the other side, like over here. It looks pretty though. Just can't get in there. Unfortunately, there's loads of small steep steps, up and down. So yeah, you wouldn't get into any of this part at all. So that's as far as I can go. Which they really should maybe explain to you before you pay in. So that cemetery we saw earlier was a pet cemetery apparently, which is adorable, which we didn't cop on at all. So those Japanese gardens are like impossible to get into, which in fairness they would be. Japanese gardens tend to be fairly cute and dainty, but the way we came down here was an absolute fucking travesty. I think they should just have, you know, if there's better paths, they need to have signs around the place saying that, saying, you know, if you've got a buggy or if you're disabled, go down this way. Haven't seen anything at all as yet. We're going back or up this way, so we've basically done a loop of the property and we're going back up this way. If this is less steep, I'll let you know, and if it is, come down this way.
Started.
I think we just have to go the way we came. I don't think there's another way.
I think up there.
I mean, up here would make sense.
Or might be further down there.
That's where the sign said that tower was.
Yeah, so I think maybe down there and around. We go down there and see.
Okay, try that. Look,
Okay.
there's no signs. I assume we just go straight up around this way, even though, I mean, we can obviously go down there, but we just want to get back around in a circle, so this is curving to that way, so it must be. It looks so much fun, I can't wait. Actually fucking dying. What a pile of assholes. Just saying to Simon there, like usually even in the middle of, I know this is like semi-natural surroundings, non-man-made or whatever, kind of, but even in the middle of wilderness and a lot of woods here in Ireland, we have accessible trails, or somewhat accessible, and they're on the map, and they have like little arrows pointing places so that fucking people in wheelchairs don't get stuck in the middle of gardens. This is so silly. There's the tower. Fuck you, tower. The end is in sight, kind of. Tell me that's not steps up there, I'll fucking kill someone. I am not fucking happy. Pile of cunts. Just taking a break here on Death Mountain steps. You better have some fucking amazing magnets in the gift shop, that's all I can say. Like, just tell people it's not accessible. Like, even if she had just said when we were paying in it's not accessible, I would have went, okay, thanks for letting us know.
Look at that. But
What?
Kathy, there's a path. Look at that shit. Imagine going down there on your own in a wheelchair. You'd be dead.
Flying, you'd be
You
flying.
would be dead. You couldn't
Don't do it, kids.
Like, you couldn't even brake on that shit.
No. Jesus Christ. Right. Do we have to go up these steps now?
We can go around them.
Really? Up another Death Mountain, or?
Let's go down the hill then.
Yeah. You have to actually throw yourself down a waterfall.
And it's pay €20 to get back in.
Yeah. Like, just tell people it's not accessible, or just say just stay here to the very, very, very front.
Have cheaper tickets for people with
Yeah.
disabilities.
Yeah, have cheaper tickets for disabled people in their cars because they can't fucking access any of it. So ridiculous. Okay, let's see. How can I get to the gift shop before I kill someone? All the way around there. I don't even know where that takes me. That will
Down
probably
there,
be miles.
down there to the path, you know, all the way around here. We'll bring you back over there.
Probably bring me back outside the front, would it?
That's where we're going.
Well, we have to go to the door over here, no?
Yes,
go outside the front,
that
yeah.
goes all the way
Get
around
in.
there. Up to
Oh, to here. Okay, I thought it would go out the very front. Right, well, will you just help me carry me up these steps, please, instead? Bitch is getting the best magnet. Oh, I'll go see if this lift works. I bet it doesn't. It's okay though, because they have this lift to go down 3 steps so that you can just stand here and look down there. Don't attempt to go anywhere else around the garden. Although I think through those far gates up there, there's like a couple of cute trees. You could go in there and like here. So if you had like an hour to kill and money to waste, you know, it is nice views. Or you could just watch this video instead. So it's not even a lift, it just brings you through this door, which would have been far easier. I mean, we went for tickets there. She could have just told us, hey, you want to go down here and not throw yourself down down the steps. So the gift shop was also a big load of shite, unfortunately. Not one magnet at all, just the general Ireland crap, like nothing for the area even at all. Loads of clothes and random foods and Irish shite for sale if you are a tourist. Yeah, so that was pretty appalling. And as far as like semi-natural places going, I'm saying semi-natural because they do have pathways, you know, it's a garden. A lot of it's been created. It hasn't been created with disabilities in mind and in the slightest. I think when we came in as well, the woman could have said, oh, rather than go down those steps, you can go through this door here. She just said, oh, mind the step. I don't think their staff understand disabilities at all. And then of course there could have just, if there was some kind of easier route that we missed to go around, they could have signposted with accessibility signs, or just tell people when they're literally fucking paying in that it's not accessible. Like, that's okay. Like, I've went into loads of places before and they're like, just so you know, you can only go to this part of the garden or this part of the forest, and that's absolutely fine. Maybe if you're coming in crutches and you're having a really good day, then you will find it easier. And if you have a few hours and can take, like, you know, long breaks throughout the place, not sure if there's a lot of benches, so you might have to, like, you know, sit around the place or whatever, which wouldn't be too bad on the grassy areas. But apart from that, do not come in a wheelchair. There's just absolutely 0 point. Then of course afterwards, as you saw, there was escalator to get up to the rest of the shops. I'm sure they were lovely, but like, there was no way to access that. Or there's a hidden lift somewhere and no one decided to tell me where it was. I just think it's really fucking stupid. Like, do you know, if you see a disabled person and you're making them pay into something, tell them it's not accessible. And if you're not sure if it is or not, maybe you shouldn't be working with the public. Maybe you shouldn't be working in a place. Maybe you should just train your staff. Maybe you should ask disabled people to come in to your business and go, okay, as a disabled person, can you point out all the areas that I need to look at here? And if it's an older building, if it's a natural place that I can't transform enough to make it in any way accessible, then I need to be able to tell people that before visiting, before paying for something. I think so, you know, include us in the conversation. We're the disabled ones. If you can't see that something isn't accessible, then you need to ask the people who know about it. So I hope that helps. Didn't get a magnet either. And I totally forgot to rate it. So I think I can't give this place, based on accessibility, I can't give this place more than 1.5 out of 10. And that's just for maybe the first part where you can go down, you can skip those first 2 steps. That's literally it. And you should tell people that's there also.